Alright, so I have an idea. Ignore the sunburn. A while ago, I made this pillar of cans on my wall that's always in the background of most of my videos. And I was looking at this and I was like, that looks really cool. How can I make this more obnoxious and better? And then I thought, what if I covered this entire little small wall with cans? So this one column of cans is about, I think, 12 cans just to get that little column. So I did the math and I think I need 106 or 108 cans to do this entire wall. And luckily I didn't think of this idea yesterday because I have more than enough cans. I've had this idea for probably like 8 months, so this is taken a while to get all this. So we have enough. This is more than 106 cans. I think it's like 120 something. So we have enough to do that. This is gonna take a lot of hot glue, which I've already gone and bought. Is this a totally stupid idea? Of course. Are all my ideas stupid? Of course. This is exactly why I have this YouTube channel, is to film stupid things like this. So now I'm gonna start gluing the columns together, and I actually should be able to keep the guitar on the wall, funny enough, so we'll see how this goes. Also, for some reason, I decided I'm gonna take all the pull tabs off of these, so here are all the pull tabs from all these cans, which is crazy. Also, this is how the Millennium Falcon's coming. It's like halfway done. All the detail is on the bottom, and this thing is, it's looking really big. So when that gets done, that's gonna go on my wall there, and I've taken all the hats off of that wall and like hung them up there because it looks interesting. I thought that was cool. Yeah, my room's an utter mess, but it's a creative mess. Yeah. Got all the glue sticks we'll need for this. If I need more than 50 glue sticks, we got a problem. And this glue gun that I'll probably break because it's gonna need to glue so many cans. There's so many. So this is how I'm gonna do it. I just kind of like put the hot glue there, and then I put the cans together, and then I secure it on the back, and then it looks totally fine in the front. So I'm just gonna do that like 100 times, and hopefully this works fine. Should hold. Alright, so I have like the hot glue strings. I don't know if you can see, but they're like absolutely everywhere, and they're all over me. But I'm just gonna do stacks of 3 because it takes 12, I think, to build a, I should actually probably double check that, but I think it takes 12 to do one column. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of stacks of 3 and then end up combining them all together. There's not really any rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I accidentally made those the same. But yeah, I'm just trying to do them all over the place, and then I'll start gluing the pillars together. This is kind of just really boring. It's gonna take a very long time because I've already done all these and it's like only made a tiny dent in it. But I think it'll look really cool when it's done. So I'll just keep going with this. Alright, so I think I have all the stacks of 3 that I need. This probably took like, I don't know, like an hour to do. There are also 1 or 2 stacks behind there. But I think I have all of them I need to stack up, because here's the thing. This guitar is still going to be on this wall. But where it's going to line up is there's going to be 4 cans that are missing, which shouldn't look too bad. So that way I'll still be able to keep the guitar on the wall, so it can be even more of a eyesore. So I'm going to have to figure out how that's going to look. But other than that, I think I calculated it to the right amount. So now I'm going to start to glue them together. So I'll have stacks of 6 or 12. I don't know when I'll give the next update. This is interesting. Okay, so I've combined the 3s into 6s, except for that stack, which is different because that's the stack that needs a lead and stop right there. But I just want to show this because it looks so cool. Like, this is a lot of cans, dude. So now I'm going to stack them up, make the full stacks of 12, and then figure out how I'm going to get them all back behind that stuff there. Hopefully the guitar mounts fine still after we have all those up there. Also, I don't know if you can see down there. No, you can't. But there's like this much space that I have to fill to get the cans to hit the ceiling. So I also have to figure out what I'm going to put as a spacer there. So there's a lot to figure out still, but you know what? It's going pretty well. Alright, boom, they're all gone, and in this corner. So I got all of them stacked up and ready to go. This was very hard because I put them together at like the middle sections, and when you put them, or middle sections there, when you put them together at the middle section, the hot glue doesn't hold them immediately, so they just want to topple over, and I had like a bunch of cans fall off the columns because they're like, they're pretty sturdy. Like you can see, you can pick them up and turn them sideways and they stay together. but when you first put the hot glue on them, they are not sturdy at all. So that made it a little bit of a challenge, but they're all ready to go up on the wall. Now I have to figure out what I'm gonna put as like the spacer thing on the bottom, but we're getting somewhere. This is really cool. Okay, so it's a lot later. I took a break and like deep cleaned my car and ate dinner, but now I'm back at it, and the next problem is I had that can stack stacked up on these. Excuse the dust, there's gonna be a lot of dust. Which is like 6 3/4 inches just to get it to reach the ceiling, because I can't add an extra can because it's like that much to the ceiling. So I have to figure out a way to prop all the cans up down there. So I have to figure out a way to prop the cans up 6 3/4 inches down there so that they reach the ceiling and look good. So I got this piece of cardboard. I'm gonna try to cut out like a block that'll go back there and see if that'll work. So I'll be back in a second. So I'm cutting this piece out, and when I was doing that and cutting it, the cardboard like flew out of my hand and went across the floor, knocked a couple of these over. So now I have a bunch of cans again that I have to re-glue. This is kind of annoying. This is not going like I thought it would. So yeah, this is all my cardboard mess. I made this thing and it was the wrong size, which is my fault, but it's just annoying to work with. So finally I made this piece of cardboard to run on the bottom back there, and it's a little tight, but you know, it holds the cans in place. So I'm just gonna try to start putting the cans in there. I gotta fix all that crap. Yeah. Okay, so I still need to fix the cans that are on the ground, but like, it's coming together. Yeah, it's an eyesore, that's the whole point. But I gotta figure up there because it's uneven and it kind of annoys me, but I don't think there's a way for me to get it even. So I'm gonna have to mess around with that. But other than that, it looks cool. Is it a pain in the butt to set up? Yes, but it looks cool. Okay, forever later, I'm sweating my butt off. I thought this was gonna be fun. I'm like so annoyed right now. It got done though, luckily. I'm gonna show you in a second. I'm really happy with how it looks. It was a big pain in the butt, but we got it. Boom. There is the can wall officially done. The only thing is it's kind of like, if you look at it, and I'm sure you'll be able to tell on camera, like it's kind of lopsided because there's 4 on that side and 3 on this side. I might add another row. Because it looks kind of lopsided, but it fills up the wall, and it's just kind of how it ended up. But like all the way to the bottom down there, we got all those cans to the top. It looks really good. My guitar will still go on there, and it'll like kind of cover up that gap. That's pretty cool. And there is what it looks like with the guitar on. It looks really cool. I like on camera, I feel like you're gonna like really easily see that gap, and it's gonna really stick out. But in person, it blends really well. And yeah, I mean, now I've added to this room being even more of a mess than it already was. So also, I just made a complete mess of my room doing this. Would I suggest that you save up a bunch of cans and do this? No, because it was an absolute nightmare. There's hot glue all over my room. And it took me like hours to do this, but it's done. Now it's done, it looks pretty cool. Now in the background of my videos, I'll have all kinds of shiny objects to refract light that'll look awesome. My face must be so red right now because I'm so hot in this room and I have a sunburn, which is great. So I am done collecting liquid death cans. I had to drink so many dang liquid death cans to make that wall. Although Ethan and Nathan did help me out on drinking all those. But yeah, that was a nightmare, but it's done, and I'm actually really happy with it. I'll walk back a little bit, and you can see it in my room. Like, that looks sick. Pretty happy with that. Well, if you made it this far in the video, you're crazy, or you're asleep and the video's just still playing. But thank you for watching my random wacky videos on random things. Like, I bet you never would have guessed I was going to be filling my entire wall with cans on today's video. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I've drank a lot of liquid death. Glad I don't have to save these anymore.